Crystal Thompson here for Simon Says Stamp. Today I have another STAMPtember collaboration between SugarPea Designs and Simon, and we are creating a fun scene card using the Everyday Home stamp set that was released for STAMPtember. So this stamp set is pretty cute. It has an array of mid-century furniture that is perfect for a scene. As you can see, I stamped and pre-colored with my Copics, and we're going to begin by putting together our scene. I have a piece of craft cardstock. It's about 5¼ inches along with 4 inches on the side. So this is going to be placed on a mat of a different color cardstock, and using broken china as the color of our wall, I have a piece of extra cardstock. In this case, I have just some note paper. And using this, the bottom part is going to be a nice straight edge, and this is going to be the line of where the wall starts. So we're going to bring in this broken china right on the center and then blend it out. And I really want to be sure that I have a soft edge on the edges and not getting too close to the outer or to the interior edge of the craft cardstock. So again, very simple to create a background. We're going to lift that up. As you see, we have a nice clean line. So then using the bottom part of my craft cardstock, I'm going to place it down, and then using the Vintage Photo Distress Oxide, we're going to do the same process, except we're not going to go as circular as we did on that blue. We're going to go more of an oval shape. This is going to serve as our carpet. We wanted to get nice and fancy. You had some extra stencils that had kind of like a checkered pattern. You can make your carpet look like it has a nice little pattern. So you can get as creative as you want. Just be sure that you mask the little lines so you get both the wall and the floor. I'm going to bring in the really cute little ladder that's included in the stamp set, and I'm going to stamp it with some brown ink, and I'm going to try to place it about maybe 1/4 of an inch below that brown line, so it looks like it's sitting on the carpet. And I'm going to start by placing all my little furniture. So I'm going to start with this bench, and I've added a piece of foam adhesive. I have another blanket ladder, so we're going to do the blanket ladder and then the bench on top of that. Both of these have just the bench has foam adhesive, the blanket ladder does not, so that way you kind of create some dimension between these two. Then I have my little lamp that I have also colored with Copics, and as you can see, the outer edges of the furniture has a nice black outline. I did that by grabbing my black Copic and just running that all around, and it just really cleans up the look of these stamps. And I do not have the coordinating dies, so I ended up having to fussy cut the whole thing. So I'm going to place the little plant, and then we're going to bring in the 2 pillows. So one pillow does not have foam adhesive, it just has a basic Tombow adhesive, but the next one does. And so by doing so, it's going to create a nice set, pillows sitting on top of each other. So my orange one does have foam adhesive on the back, and as you can see, I gave them a little bit of different texture using my Copics to create dots or lines to make them look like a checkered pillow. Next, I have one of the rectangles that looks like a picture frame, and I've stamped this with a very basic dark green, and it's going to sit at the top of the bench. And I put the stamp on the bottom part of my cube, so I'd be sure that it's going to fit before I added any ink to it. And then next, we're going to bring in that sentiment that says, "Let's hang out." And I thought that was just super cute. It creates an inviting area, an inviting living room for hanging out with a friend. And I stamped this with the same brown that we used earlier for the stamping of that ladder. And then I have a brown marker, and I'm going to create some little lines so it looks like it's hanging from the wall. And I didn't want it to be absolutely perfect, so we don't have straight lines. It looks like a wire hanger, and it's holding on to our "Let's Hang Out" portrait. We're going to flip this around now that everything is nice and dried, and I'm going to bring in some adhesive, and this is from Scrapwood Adhesives, also available on the Simon Says store. And I have a one-sided foam adhesive, so by one-sided, it has one side of adhesive and the other one does that. That's why we added some glue to the cardstock and then place the non-sticky part down to that. And then we're going to remove the backing from this foam, and I like using foam sheets because it creates a nice even layer to be able to place over our cardstock or our card base. Our card base in this case is going to be a gorgeous light blue, and that's why I have my lamp and my blankets from my blanket ladder kind of match that, and I'm going to try to center it. And now we have a nice mat of clean lines between the light blue and this craft cardstock. And that does it for me with this super easy card tutorial using some mid-century furniture from SugarPea Designs. And guys, that does it for me. Thank you so much for joining me. All products are listed in the video descriptions available on the Simon Says store. And I hope you've enjoyed this collaboration between Simon and SugarPea Designs. We'll see you guys later. Have an amazing day.